Greetings, bum cleaners. Good on you for joining me for another edition of my adventures through the S-Bend. This is day 3 of my colon cleanse. I have awoken, shaken the dreams from my hair, and here I am. I've had my lemon water. I've already had a couple of serves, so I'm on to serve number 3. So without further ado, I will do that. I used to mix it up in a glass and chug it down. I don't want to wash that cup. It's more work, so I'm just cutting out that process and going straight in. Alright. Make sure you wash it down well. Boom! It's in the bank. Regulation water stain. Observations of day 3. Just on that point, this process of colon cleanse is a great time to observe yourself, especially observe your relationship with food. Myself, that is quite a habitual relationship. It's emotionally fueled. We celebrate with food, we commiserate with food. A lot of times, the question I'm asking myself, in recent times especially, is what do I feel like eating? Rather than what do I plan to eat that's going to nourish my body? In the colon cleanse, there's nothing in there that is going to make you feel ill. There's nothing you're going to react to. In a way, it's not the colon cleanse giving you those feelings. It is you, and it's a great indicator of where you're at and your health. I feel as if you were uber healthy and clean, and you had a day of eating colon cleanse, you're probably not going to feel all that much different. That's my guess. You may or may not. But when you are having the colon cleanse, and that is in lieu of other things that you would normally have, and a lot of us are very habitual. I know all the information, what I should eat, going to be healthy. We all know vitamins and minerals are just jam-packed in fruit and veg. We go in the shops, walk past the fruit and veg, and go and get some protein and good fats, or whatever we in our head. I'm going to have this and that, things that we want, some gluten-free pancakes, woohoo, they're gluten-free. Whatever, we all know what is healthy. But that's not enough. I've known for years. Trying to figure out how to do that and get in that mindset and continue with that is more difficult. And that touches on the 7 principles of health. But I do know that as you just make the decision and clean out the body, some of those decisions become a lot easier. And I swear to God, I have, my parasites have operated this avatar, driven us down the shops, grabbed some chocolate, some twisties, somehow got back home, and they're happy as Larry. And I'm there like, why am I doing this? What have I done? Or all day long, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make a juice when I get home, da-da-da. Oh, just one beer. Then it's 6 beers, and then it's, I'm hungry now. You know what I mean? It's very habitual. So observing yourself during this process of just eating colon cleanse, and you can go as deep as you like. When you think about it, sometimes in our life the only thing we do have to look forward to when things don't feel like they're going well is what the next meal is. You're very focused on that. How do I feel? What can I eat? So that's what I'm starting to all of this from colon cleanse in the past, it's starting to, oh yeah, that's right, that's how it is, Me personally, how I'm feeling today, I've been to the toilet, nothing substantial, because I ate some lentil, tomato, asparagus last night. I was just craving that comfort of eating and relaxing, so I did. Like I say, I'm not going to be all or nothing. I'm going to continue to try and colon cleanse, and today's day 3. Perhaps I'll go a bit longer even. If I don't get that really good release, and if you've done it before, you'll know, the best way I can describe it is, if your poop, picture a good quality poo, but if it was inside a shopping bag, a plastic bag, all, you know, twisted up, and you drag that plastic bag through a muddy puddle, that's what you're looking for. And in there you'll see intestine shaped type things. That is the mucus. When you start to get that mucus out, some of it is soft, some of it is old and really formed. That's the stuff you're looking to get out. Okay, so I'm not at that place yet, and I'm not going to stop until I start to get that. I really think when you eat other things, it slows down that process of stripping the mucus. Can't, you know, say 100% why, but I guess when you're digesting food and then that's going down, and then you're sort of almost diluting the gelatinous type effect of the colon cleanse, you're not as efficiently dragging that down, but still really good for you. So, feeling a bit, I'm up and down. I'm really craving food. Not so much now, but in the evenings I eat, and that's when it's toughest. I'm going to do some enemas today. I'm not expecting a whole lot to come out. Still don't feel like, I feel like the congestion is kind of still up pretty high, and so I'm not expecting a lot, but I'm just trying to make room, hydrate, get rid of some of those toxins, and make the process easier. So anyway, I've been putting these videos on YouTube, and I've been getting a lot of hits. People want to know about colon cleansing and juice fasting, and it's a good sign people are sort of getting on board this self-care revolution. So I've made a channel. You should go and check it out. It's got the same vids, but I'm gonna share, you know, whatever about my health journey and things that I think are relevant, that people might resonate with. And I've gotten a lot from other people, in all facets of life. This sharing information age is fantastic. We don't have to rely on the authorities, or who is the authority on that subject, who is that, you know. We have all this information that basically cancels each other out. Like, what do you believe? Who do you go with? So you have to start to observe yourself, and you've got to look at people that are maybe in your situation and you can relate to, or have gotten the results that you want to get. And so in the online juice page, I think there's like 10,000 people in there now, but you know, there's a lot of people that have been helpful, and I couldn't list them all, but names that come to mind is Chrissy Cavallo, Thomas, Graham Ward, Big Kev, Kevin McNamara. He made some videos, and I think that really was a catalyst that planted a seed in my mind. When I watched his videos, I thought, you know, I can make my own judgment from looking at him, how his demeanor is and his experience that he's talking about, and say, hey, he's having a great experience with his juice fasting. And you know, he shared this video, and that's fantastic. So I think big ups Kev for doing that video. I think that has inspired me, you know, to share, and so I'm enjoying it. I think that I'm getting a lot out of the process. So going over to Gorilla Health YouTube channel, Gorilla, not the big ape, but like guerrilla warfare, referring to actions or activities performed in an impromptu way, often without authorization. And that's what I'm doing. All right, I'm just an average guy with some pretty below average health habits, but also, and you know, all the information at my fingertips, but struggling to put it into place. And so the journey I'm kind of on is the process of trying to make that work for me, embrace more of the 7 principles of health: air, water, sunshine, foods, whole foods, Passion, to pass ions. What gets you moving? What gets this electrical spark in you that gets you moving? The passions. I think I left out walking, exercise, and non-toxic relationships. And I firmly believe probably the easiest, or the simplest, most straightforward place to start is with the physical body, because you know it works. Jump in the water, you get wet, improve your health, everything improves. Okay, I'm starting to, I know it's not correct, but look at the body almost as a representation of the subconscious. The body is continually doing stuff that you've got no idea about. You know, we don't even understand most of it. Science can quantify, measure, and observe a lot of it, and it's brilliant. And that information that we have about the body is fantastic. But we still have a real gap in knowing exactly what we are, what we're doing here. We're told that atoms are 99% empty space. Science tells us straight out. So, I mean, I'm 99% not even here. So, supposedly we are, at an atomic level, we're basically a field of energy. And then there's even talk that those atoms can be over here and they're at the same time in the universe. So many questions, and so much to learn. And hopefully, by the process of observing other people's success and just getting amongst it without waiting for the TV to tell us this works and that works, let's just get in and do it. So I'm going to post a whole lot of crap on that channel about my own experiences and check it out. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to shut this thing down, go and have myself a few enemas and see if there's a shift. Okay, and I'll keep you in tuned. But I'm still alive. I'm a little bit off. I feel a little bit of nausea at times, a little bit anxious, but I'm also having just little snippets of what feels like a bit clearer thinking, a bit lighter. Okay, but it's a process, and I'm hoping to be able to make more sense of being able to how to express it. It's more of an experiential thing, and those feelings you have are clearly you. There's nothing in the colon glands that is going to make you react. It's not like coffee. Oh, I feel jittery because there's caffeine in there, and you can explain it. There's nothing in there. But what it is your body adapting to something new and a lack of the things that you normally have. And so it's a great time to observe yourself. For some of us, we've never done that. Nietzsche says, I think it's Nietzsche, anyway, pretty smart guy apparently, that people go to extraordinary lengths to avoid the self. Okay, and that's a deeper thing, and that's about what's going on in the mind. But that mind-body connection, how often do we think much about what we're doing, what we're eating, in any more of an in-depth way than just the way we normally do. So it's a great time to observe yourself, try to learn, and you're your own best teacher. That is 100% the truth. So yeah, this subconscious 90% of me is certainly affecting this 10% consciousness that I have. That's the way I'm looking at it. The body representing my subconscious and having a deep effect on the mind. So it's a good place to start. If you don't know what you're doing, go for a walk, have an apple, and think very long and hard about cleaning out the main tube of the house and seeing what comes of it. All right, good luck.